This is one of the most iconic symbols in filmmaking. But do you really know how it works? This is Hellfire Video's How to Slate. This is often referred to as the slate, the sticks, or the clapperboard because it claps. Having started my career as a second or a loader, it was my job to put this in front of the camera, read out the information, and then go, and then move out the way. But why is it so important? It is really important because when you're a run and gun filmmaker or a documentarian or you're in broadcast, the audio and the video are already linked together. But on a film set with cinema cameras, there's a different department for sound as there is camera. So, I'm gonna put this down. The sound guy presses record, he's pressing record on his little recording device. And when we press record on the camera, we press record on our little recording device. Those are two separate things. So what this does, it gives you a visual marker and an audible marker, which are both the same thing. So when you sync up the audio in post, you get a nice little peak on your waveform, and you get a visual cue, which is this coming together on your video. And that allows you to sync up video and sound. Before we get started into more information about the sticks, the slate, the clapperboard, I'd like to thank Filmsticks for sending us a collection of slates to use in this video. One's a US one, one's a UK one, we'll explain that later. The second use of a slate is to provide information to the editor or the post-production team. That information is the scene number, where it fits in the script, the slate number, which is the shot in order, the sequential order, so you know when the slate changes, we've moved shots or we've changed lenses. What a slate means is the angle that you're shooting at. So each scene will have multiple camera angles or different lens choices or a combination of all that. So if the scene is scene 26, but we do 10 angles, then the slate will go up and the slate will stay the same. It's different in the US. I'll demonstrate that now. In the US, the first angle of scene 26 will be scene 26. The second angle will be, I'm gonna blow your mind now. The second angle will be scene 26 alpha, and then Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, etc. In the UK, scene 26 shot 1 will be, depending on where you are within your film, scene 26 slate 47, but the second shot in scene 26 will be slate 48, and it goes up like that. Every time you move a new slate, obviously, take goes back down to 1. All that information, the scene, the slate, and the take will be written down by the script supervisor, along with notes from the director or continuity on the day that we filmed with what the best take was or what part of what take they want to use, or if they want to completely disregard a take or a slate. I'm going to blow your mind here. Films aren't shot in chronological order. Well, they are rarely shot in chronological order. Ken Loach will shoot in chronological order, even if that means going to Kuala Lumpur, back to the UK, back to Kuala Lumpur. He will shoot in chronological order, but you know, he's Ken Loach. Most films are shot in an order that fits the schedule. So the AD will go, we should do scene 4, 12, 15, 18, and 38 on this day because they're all in the same location with the same cast. That's why you get this scene number here. So if you shoot scene 26 on the Wednesday, but you also then did the reverse with the cast because of the weather or something on another day, the editor will know that scene 26 was shot on a different card, a different day, but it was scene 26. So that's how you find out where it is, and they all go in the same bin and the editor works it out. So in this instance, we're not actually on slate 48, scene 26. This is take 1, scene 1, slate 1, whatever. But we are on card 1, which is camera A, card 1, 001. In all likelihood, we're not going to get above A999. If we are, then we'll probably just add another 1 in there. Obviously, if you've got 2 cameras, B cam, followed by the series of numbers, and then C cam, D cam, Y cam, all the cams. A lot of this information on this board is fixed. The production, how to slate, the director, DOP, it's me, and then the date, which would change, obviously that would change more likely, but the fixed information normally stays the same, so you don't have to keep updating it, and it's normally done with a label or on a more permanent basis. I wouldn't use permanent pen on this, it will take ages to get off, but quick tip, use alcohol hand sanitizer, clears it straight off. Other information is you could have a V there, if it's a VFX shot, an X if it's second unit, or an R if it's a reshoot. MOS. Okay, so you don't just sync audio with this. So when you don't need to sync audio, when this thing becomes redundant, you do it MOS or wild. So I must be getting this wrong, but everyone I know knows MOS is hand between the sticks, so the editor knows there is no audio being recorded. When you show the slate like that already closed, it means that it's wild, so the audio don't sync, so maybe there's some background noises they want to use and special effects sounds or whatever, explosions, things like that. But the audio doesn't sync with the footage, so it's not, it'll be separate. So when it actually comes to doing the slate, the rule of thumb is if you're on a 50mm lens, you're 5 feet from the camera. If you're on a 100mm lens, you're 10 feet from the camera, like that. When it's time for the AC to come in and slate, they will stand in the correct position, if they're on a 100mm lens, 10 feet, 50mm lens, 5 feet. If it's an anamorphic or more of a specialized lens, then I'd eyeball it. Stand here like that, open. Don't do this, don't go like that. That's bad, don't do that. Come in with it open, hold it in front where it needs to be. The AD will say, sound, roll in, and then say, camera, and then rolling or speed in, whatever the first AC wants to say. And then most ACs will go, mark it, I will always say mark it, and then you go, scene 26, slate 48, take 1. And then you leave the frame as quickly as possible. And then everyone will go on as they were doing their job. If by some chance you have to endboard, maybe it's working with kids, animals, or there's a shot about to happen, we just have to press record and we'll endboard it. The board has to come in upside down. You read it, scene 26, slate 48, take 1, rotate it around. That's it, and then the camera will cut. That will help the editor. And if you don't slate, things happen, like things get knocked, cards run out, film runs out. Just before, when you start the next take, just have the previous take upside down like that. If the director or the DP thinks like we're gonna go for a series on this, just go slate 1, take 1, and then just do that little arrow. Is that an arrow? It's like an arrow. That just shows there's gonna be a series of takes and we're just gonna keep rolling. Most cases, you wanna clap quite loud, but there are times when the board has to be quite close to the actor's face and you just want to shout, well not shout, tell the boom op, soft sticks, and you're going to go like that. So it's a nice gentle clap in front of the cast member's face. A lot of people look at these and they go, oh it's so cute, it's so diddy, it's so cute. Wrong, it's important. Sometimes you're in a tight space on a wide lens or on a tight lens, doesn't matter, either lens. But you're in a tight spot and you need to get this thing in like that. So that's what these are for. They're not cute, they're not collectibles, they're not little key rings. They are important little bits of kit. And they get smaller than this. Film sticks have some that go like tiny. AC I worked with the other day had one that was almost like a credit card size. I've never used one of those, but it was very important that we had that because we wouldn't have had the information. This goes out to your directors and your background cast. Sometimes we're going scene 26, slate 48, take 1, and someone, a director or a background artist, will be talking over that, and either the sound guy or the AC will go, second sticks, and we'll all look at each other and we'll go, yeah. And they'll go, second sticks, and they'll do another one. That is, so the editor knows that the second sticks is the one to sync with, because sometimes maybe the sound recorder doesn't press record yet. That happens. Say the director has decided that he just wants to get one little line at the end or one line at the beginning of a certain angle or a slate. You need to let the editor know that this is just a pickup or just like a fraction of the scene. So we'd do scene 4, Slate 24, take 2, pick up. And then that will let the editor know, or the post-production team, that this is just a little segment of the clip. And then you. Anyway, what I like to do with my Slate, what I've always done with my Slate is I put a little bit of Velcro on here and here on the pen. And then I like to wrap a cloth around my pen. So it's all in one place, all one time. The last thing you want to be as an AC is looking for your pen. If you're looking for a pen, you're not doing your job. So keep it there. I also have a little focus ring on here. So sometimes your AC goes, can you just hold that in front of your face? They can focus, they can get their marks. So again, you're being super helpful with that. If you can slate, day one, no one has to teach you how to do it. People are gonna love you and you'll get more jobs. Also listen and make sure you preempt stuff and pay attention. Thank you once again, Filmsticks, for sending us all their new goodies. They've also got pens, tea markers, and they have all the other stuff you want. They've got tool bags, they've got, oh wait, where is it? T-bars, Filmsticks T-bars. We've got 10 of them. So we bought them as well, they didn't send us to them. If you want us to make another video on anything to do with film production, video production, be it writing, lighting, leave it in a comment below. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.